I have mentioned some basic concepts of taxation about Lebanon, about modern taxation, so I don't think it's important to say it because it's like any modern taxation. So I will emphasize more. There is an important issue about the comparison between al-zakat system and taxation. This is very, I like it, and I would like to read it to you because for me, I believe it is very important that you know about this. And also, what I'm saying about the zakat system, please, I want you to take it from the logical viewpoint, from the scientific viewpoint, not from the religious viewpoint. I know that God has imposed this on Muslims, but I want you to study it from such points, not from the religious, and to see if this system works or not. Maybe you can apply it to your system. I don't want you to be Muslims, but maybe if it's logical, you can apply it. If it's a logical way, why not? That's what I'm saying.
Become Muslims, we get part of the zakat.
Why not? So, the main difference between al-zakat system and the taxation system in general. First, al-zakat is a divine and revealed system. It's revealed by God through the Quran. Since the obligatory nature of al-zakat has been prescribed in the revealed doctrine of al-Quran, al-zakat system must be upheld as a levy sanctioned by Allah on Muslims, on all Muslim people. Taxation is a man-made system. It's a man-made system, and its source of regulation is determined by the government of the time. It depends upon the government. Taxation is also liable, but not for the same reason as al-zakat. So taxation is a levy sanctioned by government on citizens, individual or business. This is the first point, first comparison. Second comparison, al-zakat is a financial worship. This is important by the order of Allah. For example, when I have said, mentioned these 5 pillars of Islam, if I go back, for example, al-salat is a body worship, and it's also somehow spiritual worship. Because al-hajj is also body worship because it's very hard to go to pilgrimage. It's not easy at all, and also it is spiritual, also financial worship because you have to pay a lot of money to go to hajj. What we have else? Al-Sawm is a body worship. Concerning al-zakat, it's a financial worship. So, al-zakat is a financial worship by the order of Allah. Taxation is a compulsory financial system by the order of government. Third, the aim from implementing the system of al-zakat is to execute the order of God and win His blessings. The aim from implementing the taxation system is to apply the laws and the rules of the government and to prevent punishment. Fourth, al-zakat is a permanent and stable system. Taxation is a temporary and unstable system because it's a permanent, because God has imposed it, and it will last till the last day in this earth. Fifth, al-zakat payers are expected to get the reward and the returns in the hereafter. They are expected to get the reward in this world and in the day after. The taxpayer may receive some service in return for the government and may not. Okay. Maybe if a corrupted government, they will receive nothing. 6. Al-zakat purpose is to support the poor and the needy. All the 8 disbursement categories. It means not only the poor and needy, all the 8 categories that I have mentioned. The taxation purpose is to support the government. Okay? Usually we have to support the government, and we are waiting until we have something in return from the government. But it is not sure that we get always in return. Okay? 7. In al-zakat there is no transfer of al-zakat burden. This means in the zakat system there is no transfer of burden. In the taxation system, in the indirect taxes, the burden of the taxes is sometimes levied or transferred to the consumer by increasing in prices. 8. In al-zakat system, the disbursement category are very clearly specified, as I mentioned to you, in the Quran and also in the Sunnah of the Prophet, peace be upon him. The Sunnah of the Prophet, it's an Arabic word which means all the acts, deeds of the Prophet. All what we have said and what we have behaved is the Sunnah of the Prophet. And the Sunnah of Prophet usually explains the Quran versus also it explains some other issues which are not explained in the Quran. They are explained by the Prophet. Okay, so in a zakat system, the disbursement category is very clearly specified in the 8 categories. In the taxation system, the disbursement categories are not specified and are left to the disbursement policy adopted by the government. In short, the methods of distribution and spending of al-zakat is definite. We know our sources, we know our disbursement categories, while in taxation it's not. 9. All the revenue from the zakat system is only from Muslim people whose income and wealth are above the level, nisab level, which I said, for example, $2,500. And all the disbursement categories, as specified earlier, are only to Muslim people. But this is not the case now. I know the case because each year we have international meeting for the Islamic scholars, and maybe part of al-zakat also can go to help non-Muslim people who are living in Muslim countries who have problems. For example, wayfarers or others. All the revenue as well as the expenses of the taxation systems are for Muslim and non-Muslim people. For taxation, we have also depends upon the citizens of the country. 10. In a zakat system, the rate and the way of payment are clear and definite. The rate is 2.5%, and we have to have a one whole year period. So, in the taxation system, the tax rate is variable and relatively changeable depending upon the government policy. Okay, and usually the rate is usually progressive rate, while al-zakat is a proportional rate. 11. In al-zakat system, the tax penalty from evading payment is applied during this life, in this world, and also in the hereafter. So there is a penalty for the people who does not pay al-zakat in this world. If there is an Islamic government, he has to apply penalty. And if someone evades from penalty, he will not evade in the day after. In the taxation system, the tax penalty from evading payment is applied only during this life and in this world. Sorry, I have still a few points. Sorry, okay? No? I stop?
Feel free.
No.
This is the main issue. Okay, 12. In a zakat system, the tax payment is cash payment or its equivalent in goods, as I told you. In goods, in kind, whatever. In the taxation system, the tax payment is only cash payment. 13. In a zakat system, good intention is needed. In the taxation system, the intention is not needed. So we need a good intention to pay tax. 14. Al-zakat name and meanings reflect the pureness, the development, the charity. Its purpose is to purify the soul, to develop the relation between Muslims, and to give the charity to the wealth of the Muslims. Okay, this is sure because whenever the rich people pay to the poor, this will give a charity to all the community because they will be as one body altogether. Because if there is no distribution of wealth or redistribution of wealth from the rich people to the poor, there will be hatred, there will be problems, inequality of classes, clashes between each other. This is illogical. The taxation name does not reflect any meaning. On the contrary, people feel annoyed when they know about a tax levied on them. Okay. 15.